looking at all of us seated here this afternoon, I am more reinforced because APC is one and intact in Edo State. All those that are seated here in this hall today are those that they call the shakers and movers and the caterpillar and bulldozers of APC in Edo State. Nobody has left, and we are receiving more people into our fold. Mr. Governor this said that, Mr. Governor is a man of process, and he has said that we have to follow a new process of admitting people into the party as the leader of the party in the state. When I make this statement, people misunderstand my statement to say the governor cannot be presiding and officiating as a party. No, there's a difference between the leader of the party in the state and the chairman of the party in the state. The chairman runs the affairs of the party in the state, just like our chairman just now received a document from the committee he set up. Why the governor, as the leader of the party in the state, in conjunction with the party, approve the activity of the party and implement the activity and manifesto of the party in the state. Is that not the definition? So when I make those statements, I am very clear, and our constitution is clear, just like the president is the leader of the party in the country. The leader of the party in Nigeria, the leader of APC in Nigeria, is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So it is clear. And for all of us, we are clear. We have not deviated from what the party stands for and what the tradition of the party has been in Edo State. We have not departed. It's very unfortunate that some persons are not able to keep to a vision that we all started. For us, that vision cannot die because Edo State must move from glory to glory. Edo State must move to the next level. And we have a pragmatic governor that is determined to actually move Edo State to the next level. They said the shoe was too big. 2 years after, the shoe became tight. We are looking for shoemakers to expand the shoe. Why? Because we are consistent with the vision we started in 2008. We have said that we want our party to be bigger. APC is the only party in Edo State. That is what we want to make it. Please, I need us, when we go back to our various wards and units, reassure our executive. They are going about threatening our executive that if they don't join them in illegal rallies, that they will remove their names from being executive of the party. Please tell them no man born of a woman can just single-handedly remove anybody's name from being an executive member of a party without due process. This process must start from the ward to local government to state. State will now send to the national party, national executive council is the one that we approve, not National Working Committee. National Working Committee will now present to NEC. NEC is the highest organ of APC. So that is the process. So all those people that have been threatened, please reassure them that nobody can remove their name as a member of the party or even as a member of executive officer of the party. So those threats are just like what distinguished senator will call Zimbabwe dollar. So I want to thank all of you. I am so happy Mr. Governor has sent his greeting and to say we continue to thank you because each time we see you, we are more strengthened and emboldened to do those things that you want us to do. And by the grace of God, we are determined henceforth to enforce government will. Government has a will. and that will henceforth will be enforced. No man can take government for granted. When individuals start feeling that they can break the law and nothing happens, then the country or the state becomes a banana republic. Not under our watch. Edo State will be lawless. Not under our watch. We will enforce. We have the will. We will enforce. It's not threat, but just to enforce government will. Government has a will and capacity to enforce laws so that the environment will not only be peaceful, but people will move about their normal activities. We don't want an Edo State that is too tense. Before now, since 2016, you will agree with me, Edo State has been peaceful. Everybody has been moving all about without any problem until these IDPs started coming. But like I said, they are in purgatory. We will forgive their sins when God has accepted the prayers of saints for them. Another thing I want to let us know, some persons have asked the question, why is Philip supporting Godwin Obaseki? And some persons have continually, before now, say Philip will betray Obaseki. Philip was a stooge. Philip and Oge are stooges that were planted to just, at the right time, they will push Godwin Obaseki away, and Philip and Oge will take over. You know, we had all those stories. But today, those stories, are they true? And I want to continually say that one thing. I was born to fight oppression. From the womb of my mom, I was bound to fight oppression. And my activity, even when I was not having enough knowledge to record what I was doing, I was told by my mom that anywhere there's oppression, I was always going to buy fights. I will buy the fight on behalf of the person and fight on behalf of the person and win those battles. I've never lost any battle. Not because those battles are my battles. No, there's none of those battles that are my personal battles. You know how we fought in these states. You know how we almost lost our life in these states. As I speak to you, it took me 5 years to be able to kick football again. I have an artificial knee, not because of my personal aggrandizement or to sustain myself in politics, but because there was a vision, and that vision is to destroy those people that want to turn Edo State to personal estates at the detriment of the generality of Edo people. And the acronym that was used was No to Godfatherism. And no man is God. We stood our ground. We fought on the side of the people to say we were here to rescue Edo State. And we said when Edo State is rescued from these godfathers, then the next acronym, Let the People Lead, will now be reinforced and established. Did we not do that? What has changed today? What has changed simply is that this godfather was not given a name. There was a particular godfather that was the target. And for us, we said, no, a vision is a vision. Godwin Obaseki is doing well in Edo State because the resources are free for him to work. People are asking, where is he getting money from? The same strength, the same energy that we use to sustain Comrade Adams and Yoshomole then in power is the same strength and energy we are going to use to sustain and support Godwin Obaseki. Because the vision is same. Why are they rushing? Why are they breaking the law? Why are they refusing to come and seek approval? Why are they refusing to meet the chairman and meet the governor to tell them of their agenda? Why are they refusing? Why are they going through backyard to do rallies, to purportedly receiving people? Is that the tradition? Oyegu was a national chairman in this country. Did Oyegu come to Edo State to receive anybody? I need to be clear. Maybe some of us are not understanding what is happening. I like learning, and that's why I like asking questions. You are my leaders. Please, sir, I want to ask again. Oyegu was national chairman of our party. Oyegu, throughout as chairman of the party, national chairman, did he come to Edo State to say he's doing rallies or receiving people in Edo State? No. So I continue to ask, what has changed? We are not fighting. Some persons are telling me, Philip, is your father? Comrade Adnan Saliu remember my father. I remember his son. But you remember during 1979, wife and husband, one in GMPP, one in MPN, son and father in Kano, one PRP, one APN. That is where we are today. Not for any other thing, because the vision that my own father started is still alive, and Governor Obaseki has kept it alive. And for me, I must defend the vision of my father, Comrade Adnan Saliu Shomoni. And that is where I am. I am not in politics for my personal gain. I am in politics to make a difference. From student unionism, you know how I fought in this country. I fought Abacha. I fought even Obasanjo. I was detained along Dia when I led stance against Abacha. While people were doing youth earnestly asked for Abacha in Abuja, I was in Plateau Starship Stadium and Yaba saying youth earnestly against Abacha, which landed me in Gusha prisons. Those records are there. We fought for the emancipation. We fought for democracy to strive. I was never in any vision or programs of Abacha or the military. We know those that were appointed in most of the vision that I had to mobilize people and say, these are visionless. We know those that were appointed by the military. So when I say I'm an authentic comrade, check my record. I was never part of any appointment by the military in any program. So if you say you are a comrade, we must check whether you are part of those comrades that fought for this democracy that we have now. You are one of them that fought on the side of the people to have this democracy. I will raise my hand and say, check our records, check Nigerian records. If whether Babangida or even Buhari as general or Abacha appointed me in any capacity and I serve in any capacity in the military. So comrades, all of us were united that we need democracy. So if any comrade was appointed, there is a reactionary comrade. So if anybody will preside to discuss or preside over anything in democracy, it must be the authentic comrades that were on the side of the people. Those that refuse to take appointment from the military. Because you cannot be fighting military and also fighting for democracy. We have been deceived for a long time. Our mumu don't do. This is the time for freedom. And please, I want to thank all of you because what you are doing today, for remaining, for not joining them, history will record you with gold. Years to come. They will ask, when some persons started a project and abandoned it, who were those that sustained that vision that led to the prosperity we are having? Now, your name will be recorded. Because you are standing your ground, not because the governor is sharing money or carrying Ghana must go. No, you are here because of a cause that was started years ago. So I want to thank all of you. For me and my household, I am where you are. I am not changing, I am unshaking. Because politics is not about individual. Politics is about our collectivity. And we have a son that is doing very, very well. Very, very well. That is Mr. Godwin Obaseki. Every time we sit with him, he's talking about the next generation. He's talking about the vision to transform this state to the next generation. He's talking at his pain and looking at the statistics of our young ones that are not employed. It's always sad when you look at those statistics and you see that the numbers, graduates, we are having graduates every day, and the numbers are increasing of unemployment. It pains him, and every time he talks about how do we change the narrative for these young ones to be gainfully employed so that this insecurity we are talking about, that is the starting point to dealing with it. That is what he tells us every time. Such a man, you are saying he should only have one term because of a selfish interest. All of us, not only our physical presence, we need prayers, because it is said that the kingdom of God suffereth violence. Only what? That taken it by force. We will not fold our hands. Enough is enough. Some persons said Philip was saying his father should come and apologize. I never said so. I never said so. You know, I'm a well-brought-up child. Even when your father is wrong, it is you that will still say sorry. I'm aware of that. You know, I never said so. What I have said is that if my father have taught me to be truthful and to keep to a vision that will transform our state, and I see a governor that is doing that, I should stay by it, and that is what I've done. If my father now decided to breach what he has taught me, I am not a fast learner. And because I'm not a fast learner, I prefer to stick to those old lessons than to learn new ones. And that's what I've just done. That's what I've done. So that I don't mix the old and the new. I'm not used to contradictions. So that's why I'm sticking to the old lessons. And by the grace of God, those old lessons are working. Teach your son the way of the Lord. When he grow up, he will not depart from it. Teach your son, I was taught how to fight godfathers and sustain that fight and free resources for governance to strive. And I have grown up now. Do you want me to depart from it? That is where we are. And by the grace of God, we pray that we'll have lasting peace. But that lasting peace is to the extent that the vision is not derailed. The vision is kept alive, and Edo State will be better for it, and Edo State will be moved to the next level. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
The breaking news is that I have just been reliably informed that INEC has fixed a date for Edo State election. And that date is the 19th of September 2020. So you can see that we are receiving the news as a collective. It appears that our prediction is coming to pass. The second item, you know, we spoke about our proposal. One, that we are going to use the mobilization report as the working document for registration of new members. The second is that registration will take place at the unit level up. And the third is the decision of the party to set up local organizing committees at every level to execute and to monitor the process. So the only thing I just want to know is whether we are in agreement that this is the best way to go. I need you to answer me.
As we get near to September 19th.
Yeah, that is the reason for this meeting, for us to receive the reports. And you know, we did say last year that our party will be growing from strength to strength, and there are a lot of people that have significant interest to join the party. And in our usual character, we said we have to set up a process to receive them from the ward, local government, and state. And why is that? In the past, people just join the party, and when they come in, they are not properly, they don't fuse in properly. And we have decided that it shouldn't be like that. Before they move in, there should be discussion. We should know their capacity and understand what the issues are, and also we sell our visions to them so that by the time they come in, they are just moving in and blending. And there won't be this tension between the newcomers and those that were there. So that is the process we set up, and the process is yielding good result. And you can see from the report that was submitted today, we are good to go now from ward to local government, then the mega rally where we will now receive all of them at the state. So we are very, very happy that our party is a bride that everybody wants to come to marry.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.